Greetings, my lovelies. Today we are going to talk about some of the spiritual books that I have read in the month of December 2025. Uh, let's see, in order. I don't know, I kind of read them all around the same time because that's just how I read. I'll read a little bit of one book, sit it down, read a little bit of another, and just do that throughout the day. But the first one I finished was The Tao of Pooh by Benjamin Hoff, and it says he's also the author of the Tao of Piglet. And it's such a cute book. It is a Taoist book that is written telling stories in the same way, or how to better say this. It's basically describing Taoism or Taoism through Winnie the Pooh stories. So throughout the book, he's mentioning the different characters and how they go about their day to day life and what aspects or anti aspects of Taoism they represent. And he basically wraps it up by saying that Pooh Bear is the ultimate Taoist because he just takes life the way it is without any expectations or anything of that sort. Beautiful book. I actually liked it so much I suggested um, a child I know read it because it is meant for adults, but it makes it make it basically explains Taoism in a way that even a child can understand, and it's beautiful. Highly suggested, even if you're not a Taoist. I'm not a Taoist, but it makes you look at life a little bit differently. So, highly suggested to anybody who's walking any type of spiritual path. Another book I got was or what got and read is The Awakening the Sacred Flame, A Beginner's Guide to Kemetic Spirituality. And that book, you can get the spiritual workbook. This one is for women. I don't know if there's a men's one, but this one specifically meant more towards women. I have worked a little bit through the guidebook, but I finished the actual book, and it had a lot of good points. I have been walking with the Kemetic gods, the Netaru, for quite some years now, and it's good to see like another person's point of view on how to just like the basics of Kemetic spirituality. Just come back to the basics, don't make it too difficult, you know uh work with the laws of Mayat and so on and so forth. And I think if you've never dealt with Kemetic spirituality, it's a really good book. It has a lot of information, and it's a really good stepping off point. It's not going to be advanced in any way, shape, or form, but I would suggest it to someone who's like, hey, I want to know more about ancient Egyptian spirituality, also known as Kemetic, and how I could incorporate it in my daily life. I would be like, you know what? There's this book I read, blah, blah, blah. Here you go. This is definitely one I would suggest. And the last spiritual book I read this month is A Witch's Book of Silence by Karina Blackheart. And I read through the whole thing. There are some exercises in there near the end, and I will be doing those exercises. I'm slowly adding some of her suggestions and exercises to my daily life, but I really like how she really hammers in the importance of silence in your practice as a any type of spiritual practitioner. so as to not just waste the energy and give that energy away. Um, all of these were really good reads. I would suggest every single one of them. And that's pretty much it. That's what I read this month. The At least the spiritual books that I read this month. Y'all have a beautiful day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.